And I'll never let, like, when like that one customer the other day was trying to bully me into like hurrying up and getting a number. So he kind of eye rolled when I was showing him this stuff, but it just made me slow down. Okay. And I'm like, dude, we'll get to the price. I was like, if you don't care who's doing it, why don't you just go down to Home Depot and grab some of the homies? And he's like, oh, Mexicans, I don't trust them. I said, well, good idea.
Good idea.
I was like, so I was like, you're gonna hate who shows up to do your roof. But telling people and reiterating, just like, hey, the most important decision you're going to make today, right? Like, make sure you're implanting that in their brain. The most important decision you're gonna make today is who you trust to get the work, right? You shake your head, and they're gonna, they're gonna shake their head. Right? So, like I told you before, John and Mary, I did want to take a couple of minutes, really important to let you guys know about who Weatherbilt is. So we've been in business for 10 years. We're a local, family-owned and operated company. We have 4.8 out of 5 stars on Google. And I do go out of the way to mention right there. I'm like, even our 1-star reviews, you know, we're family-owned and operated. We don't have these huge Google markets. Good guys that go out and canvas and knock on doors. Some people really hit me in their door knocked on. So they'll go and they'll leave us a bad review about that, or they'll call our manager Morgan about the guys coming to the door. But when it comes to our quality of craftsmanship, our customer service, all of that's 5 stars across the board. These are our licenses. We're fully licensed, bonded, and insured. Something that we're really proud of is your L&I and CCP licenses. When a complaint gets put on one of those, even if you resolve it, it stays there forever. For the full time the company's in business, a customer can go and look at those licenses and check for complaints. In our full 10 years in business, we don't have any complaints. That's because, it's not because we're perfect. You know, no company is 100% perfect in construction. But when a mistake's made, we're very, very quick to fix that mistake. These are our offices. So Portland, Vancouver, we share an office up in Vancouver. We just opened up a brand new office up in Olympus, and Olympus to come up a place to call home. We have another office down in Eugene. So we really cover the full state of Oregon and Washington, from north to south there. This is another thing that we're really, really proud of. Now, up till about a couple of months ago, Select Shingle Master was the highest level of certification you can get certainty for shingle manufacturing. Less than 1% of roofers ever achieve that selection master status. Now, we've done so many thousands of roofs, had so few workmanship claims, that they had to make a new classification for us, just because we're kind of in a league of our own at this point. So they introduced the Premier Shingle Master category. What this means for you as the homeowner, is you know that whenever one of our technicians is up on your roof, they're the absolute expert in installing the CertainTeed roofing system. And for you, it gets you some extra warranties, which we'll actually go over here next. Now, CertainTeed, they've been around since 1885. They've been doing this for a little while. Now, the only reason that's important is typically your warranty is only as strong as that roofing company is financially strong. ABC Roofing goes out of business. They just want at least your workmanship, if not both your workmanship and your manufacturer warranty with it, right? So we've partnered with CertainTeed, who once again has been around since 1885. Weatherbilt, we're a strong company, we're a young company, we're a growing company. But if anything were to ever happen to us, CertainTeed actually holds both the workmanship and the manufacturer warranty for you, okay? Now those warranties we have listed right here. I'll actually go and hand this over to you, and I keep these here because this is just something visual you can hand over to them. But you can see here, the warranty on our Weatherbilt or our 5-star package is actually gonna be 50 years. It's non-prorated. Now I know you know what non-prorated is, but I'm gonna take a second here to tell you it's so important when it comes to your shingles. Other shingle manufacturers, your Owens Corning, your IKO, your Malarkeys, they will all offer anywhere from a 30 to a 50-year warranty, but it is prorated. So after their jumpstart period of 7 to 10 years, depending on the shingle, your coverage gets cut in half. So if you end up with an issue on your roof from a manufacturer defect, you're gonna have to pay 50% and they pay 50%. If you ask me, that's not really much of a warranty, right? CertainTeed backs their product. They're so confident in their product lasting for the next half century that it's non-prorated, it covers your materials and labor, it's gonna cover your tear off, it's gonna cover your disposal, and the workmanship on there with us being platinum is a 30-year workmanship warranty. Absolutely best in the industry. We also offer a 4-star option. It's all the same great benefits, 50 years non-prorated, covers material and labor, covers your tear off, covers your disposal, and the workmanship on that one is 15 years. Okay. It's the same price now that we've been promoted for a 3-star and a 4-star, so we give every single one of our customers a 4-star warranty. It's pretty cool stuff. So like I said, when all of our technicians are factory trained, they go down, anytime we bring on a new tech, they go down to the Portland factory, they learn exactly how to do that installation. CertainTeed and Weatherbuilt thought it was important, not just for our technicians, but for guys like me that come out and do these estimates for you, to know exactly what we're talking about. So I'm actually really happy I was actually able to get my Master Craftsman certification by taking that course this year. And so I actually ended up learning quite a bit about our installs, and it was pretty fun. So. Here's some before and afters of some projects that we've done here locally. This is separate, this is straight to you guys. Something I recommend doing that I haven't even done yet is we do take before pictures that we can upload into LP. You know, for some of your closer projects, when we're done, go back and snap some photos. If you can even get in the photo with the homeowner kind of thing, and throw those in here. You know, if you imagine how much more powerful it would be if you had, you know, 6, 7 photos of you standing with homeowners in front of their house in your before and after photos, right? So the before photo, just the house, after photo, you standing there with your homeowners. And that's part of like when you're doing that marketing package, that's what you can tell them. Say, hey, if you're willing to like give me like a testimonial on Google, allow me to take some before and after photos for my marketing, that's what I'm gonna go ahead and give you this discount for today, right? And they're like, oh, okay, I'll be in your book, that'd be cool, right? So, doing that, and then I tell them, I say, you know, I love a good picture book just as much as the next guy. But a lot of this, but I actually brought the materials to actually look at in person as opposed to looking here. The last thing I did want to talk about in here, have you ever heard of the Journal of Light Construction or cost versus value before? No, oh no, it's like Kelley Blue Book for home construction. Remind me to bring that up a little bit later. We're going to talk about that. But before I get into, you know, the material and stuff, do you have any questions about Weatherbuilt or credentials or licenses, anything like that? Normally it's a no.
No.
So you've done a great job. Who wants to?
You're doing CPV after product demo?
Normally, yeah.
Okay.